Hey guys, Okana here. I'm going to continue with this series of using Bollinger Bands and price action together. So pretty much the techniques we've learned, which I've uploaded in the price action videos. So check those out for the price action part, and now we're using it together with the Bollinger Bands. So you can see that here I've already plotted a Bollinger Band just like the same the previous video. So as you can see, this here we have a breakout, so it would have been a nice entry already up there. Unfortunately I missed this, so we're gonna take a trade, which I'm also going to share in my Telegram group here. And you can see that on the 4-hour time frame here, you can see we had a previous pattern that looks pretty similar. You see the breakout on the previous, and we see that we have a breakout right now on this trend, and it's below the midsection of the Bollinger Band, so that's a good indication. And that's the targets. That's the two targets. You got one target there, the horizontal line, and then the next one is the bottom of the Bollinger Band. And right now you can see that we have the breakout from the previous one and the current breakout. So unfortunately, like I said, we're a little bit too late. We wanted to get in like 15-20 minutes earlier. So we've already lost a little bit of leverage. I don't want to enter right now because there could be a retracement. So what can we do? What we can do is to just wait. Hopefully we will get a retracement and we can have a trade. And you can see that here, that last time this happened, there was a retracement. So hopefully we get a 10-15 minute retracement all the way up there, back to the bottom line of the Bollinger Band. And so I'm gonna wait and pause the video and come back. If we get that, we are gonna enter the trade. Okay guys, here we are. So as you can see, we got about almost 10-15 minutes of retracement, so we're gonna enter the trade at this target, and I just shared that in the Telegram group with everyone who's following. So the expiry is 2 hours, and I'm gonna explain a little bit about the expiry later, but right now focus on the entry. So you can see it bounced back and closed below the bottom line of the Bollinger Band on the 5-minute charts, and on the 15-minute time frame here you can see it's below the midsection, also broke the EMA 200, and here you can see on the 4-hour it broke our trend line. Sorry, on the 30-minute time frame you can see it broke our trend line. You can see how much it fell. It fell for about a couple of hours. There was some retracement, but now we got in a little bit later, so we got in on the retracement. So we're gonna give this 2 hours. So basically I'm trying to base it off of the previous breakout right there, right here. So I'm trying to base my expiry on that. And you can see we got a 15-minute retracement last time also after the breakout, and this is the candle we got in on here, just like before. So previous patterns seem to be holding for now. Of course, price could still go up. I'm aware of that, so that's why I'm giving it a little bit longer expiry, 2 hours, so it has enough time to fall. It could go up all the way to the trend line. I wouldn't be surprised if it did go up all the way back to the trend line, which is broke from, which price broke from, and then it will keep falling. So it could happen. It's not that far, it's just a few pips, so we're cool. We have a lot of time, and it's good that we waited. We didn't enter at the bottom there. We waited for this 15-minute candle, which may or may not push all the way back to the trend line, which is broke from up here, and then it could fall after that. So again, like I said, we've given this 2 hours, and we will see what happens. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna pause the video again, and I'm gonna come back later. So pay attention here to the previous breakout. See how similar it is. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find these patterns, and the Bollinger Band is just a little bit of help. We can see prices below the Bollinger Band, below the midsection, so that's a good thing. And also we have our trend line that is broken. So I'm going to pause and I'm going to come back and we'll see how this turns out. So just a quick note here, I resumed recording, so there is still a lot of time for our expiry. I just wanted to show you the peak there. As I said, it could get up to the trend line, and it did. You can see the second arrow I put there. So this is something I also recommended in the Skype group, that if this happens, you could take that second entry at the higher position. Of course, then you would have to withdraw some of the time for the expiry, because we don't need that long if we are getting better leverage. So that's just to show you that in this case it did happen. It did go back all the way to the trend line where it broke from. You can see that horizontal line on the arrow. So that could be good for a second entry there. But for now we are in the first entry there, so we got some time left. So I'm gonna pause again and show you where it finished. And here you go, guys. You can see that price did fall below our entry, and you can see the check mark there I'm placing it right now at the expiry. So as you can see, it was pretty good leverage. Here I'm trying to show you the exact candle, 2-hour expiry. Remember, we had 2 hours, which we said in the beginning of the video, which I also shared in the Telegram group. I recommended 2-hour expiry on this. So that's our entry there, and our expiry is the checkpoint to the right. The exact candles, 2 hours, pretty good leverage. And as you can see, price is retracing back, and you can also see our second entry would have been up there when price closed below the trend line. When it touched the trend line, there it is. There is the arrow. So approximately somewhere in this region, when the price eventually came down, you could have entered for a second entry when you saw that it's actually holding, but with a slightly lower expiry, because you got more leverage. So that's how you do it. You can see how price action, trend lines, previous patterns, and Bollinger Bands, everything works together like a big package, like a strategy. But it's not really a strategy, because we're using our eyes. We're just using, we're looking for patterns. No strategy could tell us that there would be a pattern. We just had to look for it. So that's what I wanted to show you, that an indicator could be good if you know how you should use it, if you know price action. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like.